Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac, Repentance. Where today, let's play some more Tainted Isaac, try to defeat the beast as a tainted character, because that seems like it would be a fun thing to do. Also, the unlock is arguably pretty good, so I would like to have some progress in that regard. Plus, we just haven't played as Tainted Isaac that much. He's just a pretty interesting character at the end of the day with the choices that you have to make. And hopefully, we will have a relatively reasonable time trying to get to the beast today. I've given it a couple of days of Isaac break in the hope that my previous Isaac experience will not hamper this one. Game Kid is not terrible, actually. I think I prefer it, yeah. Since I don't have an active item anyway, I don't mind that. Box of Friends or Moving Box are both active items, so we're just gonna stick to the Game Kid. I might just blow up the shopkeeper to see if we can get some money. Unfortunately not, would have been nice, but fair enough. But instead, we're just gonna take this Game Kid, hopefully heal up a little bit as we progress. Difficult room with a single button inside it to teach you how buttons work sometimes, maybe. Also a little bit, I'm just gonna do this. A little bit tempted to just blow up all those pots and get the bombs for it, but maybe we can find a hangman card somewhere on this floor. And that would be nice. Since we are going to the beast, I don't particularly need to be fast, so I can take my time here. And as such I will. Would have been nice if we fully charged our Game Kid for the boss, but there were some scary enemies and I did not wish to deal with them anymore. Hopefully we can get a couple of coins from that one room with all the pots inside it, since it is free bombs in any case, so I might as well try. Not sure if my super secret room would be next to this room somewhere, so I'm a little tempted to try, even though it means we're gonna hit less pots this way. But I mean, if it is over here, then that would be kind of nice. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I guess it was kind of unlikely to begin with, but still, it would have been nice for sure. And with that, I could do it here as well, but I'm just going to blow up everything here, I think. God, not great. Not great at all. But still manageable. Still wouldn't have minded a hangman card or any other way to make some money. Not sure how expensive the thing was, the soul heart. I'm not sure if it was on sale or not, but if it is on sale, then I would be able to afford it. So I might just walk back and see if there's anything to be gained there. Perhaps we'll just get pajamas here and then we don't have to worry about anything anyway. Also, because we're a tainted character, we don't particularly need to keep a trinket in the boss room or anything like that while we're going to the beast. Since we don't need to worry about that, that is lovely. Having said that, I don't hate it though, just because you do get a pretty good thing by leaving a trinket behind. You get that inner child, which is an extra life during the beast fight, which would obviously be quite nice. Growth hormones though is a pretty damn good start for any character, including this one, I would say, so I'm hoping that is going to work out in my favor. It was only the moving box, unfortunately, that was on sale there, so yeah, we're just gonna have to keep moving, I think, unless there's some money in one of these fires, I suppose, but not exactly expecting it. So instead, let's just move on. There's no sacrifice room on this floor either, so I can't use all these red hearts. I'm just gonna go over here. Hopefully this is gonna work out just fine. Hopefully we don't have to worry. We're in the dross, which is always a good time. We might be able to get an extra boss room item if we decide to go for the boss there, and hopefully the boss is going to be kind to us. This room's not that scary if you just ignore the pink flames there. And we could go for devil deals. This is a little precarious for sure, because if that's a health down, then we are very much in the danger zone indeed, so I'm not loving that idea. Should have actually given him some hearts though, thinking about it, because what I can do is give him a bunch of hearts and then just heal up again with that Game Kid. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do here. I'm going to go to just to one full heart, just to keep it a little bit safe at least. And then we're just going to try and heal up as much as we can here. And hopefully we're going to get a room just filled to the brim with enemies, because that would be lovely. These enemies are a little annoying with how they work, but at the same time they do stand still a lot. Only healed up one heart, unfortunately, and not quite 2 there, but fair enough. We did get a charge back. There is SMB Superfan, which I don't hate. It's at least a stat up for everything, but it's also full health. I didn't actually know it was full health, otherwise I would have just given the beggar some more health, but unfortunately I've just picked up stuff a little bit too quickly there. Forgot how these enemies work, so therefore I lost my devil deal chances, so that's not great, but it'll have to do. I also just realized that I could just use the game kit to just to just give hearts to the demon beggar that way, and then I wouldn't have to sacrifice hearts that way. But I didn't think of that, unfortunately. 'Twas my mistake to make, but fair enough, that's okay. Not really sure where my secret room is. There's 2 places where it could be. I have 1 bomb. That's not a great turn of events here, so yeah, let's just blow you up for a little bit more devil deal chance. Unfortunately, it was not on that side. I'll take the key as well, actually, just because we did just spend 1. And hopefully we're just not going to take any damage here and still get a devil deal. If not, then I suppose that's fine. Turlet, I am very good at getting hit by this boss, actually, so I'm feeling fairly confident that we're just going to lose our devil deal here again. Yeah, because this attack is a little odd in its movement. The poop all over the place does make it a little bit tricky to dodge as well, just because you slide all over the place. It can be very dangerous for sure. If you don't miss, then it's not as scary for sure either, just because it's a little bit safer. These 2 poops are actually helping out a lot, though, to make this attack a lot more bearable, so that's good. And there you go. Oh, there you go. We actually got something there. Tier 8 or Soul Heart? I think I'll go for the Tier 8, actually, just because currently I think it's the better setup for sure. Oh, God, I don't really care about either of these. I mean, Void's pretty good, but that's about it, really. Do I want to have the Void instead of the game kit? Probably. I would say probably to that for sure. So I'm just going to eat that. Little bit of a shame for the whole situation regarding the whole game kid idea that I had, but nah. Let's see if we give him 2 more hearts and we just get an item instead. That would be lovely. There you go. Adrenaline rather, or Spider Bite. I'll take Adrenaline just because for now it'll give us at least a little bit of a damage up. It's also part of the Spun transformation. And it does at least give some idea that we might end up in a good place that way. And with that, let's go on to the next floor. We still don't have a soul heart to speak of. Could have had 1 so far, which is looking good. But if we can just survive this floor, then we're okay. Depending which boss this is going to be, I might try to go for the boss twice, I suppose. But if it doesn't end up working out, then I might just leave to the next floor, presuming I don't die anywhere on the way. That key I could get with a bomb. I don't have a bomb right now, and I don't particularly want to do that either, but still, technically I could. Not loving that enemy, but fortunately, he was disposed of fairly easily. The build's alright so far. Like, damage-wise, we're okay, which I don't mind. This is a little precarious in terms of those jumping enemies there, but other than that, things are looking fine. Faded Polaroid is really nice for a run that goes to the beast, so I'm pretty happy about that. Because it means we don't have to turn in our Polaroid or a negative, we can just use this trinket instead. Which is obviously rather nice, so that's looking pretty good. There is just a whole bunch of nothing to speak of here. I wouldn't mind having my Void charge just in case there is something interesting waiting for us. I'm surprised those tears didn't hit me, but I'm not disappointed by it. I would really love a soul heart. Any of these could just give me a soul heart or a bomb somehow. Not really sure how a bomb would work, but I wouldn't be unhappy with it. And there's not just that much health in general here. I'm a little bit concerned about my current health situation for sure. That kind of ended up working out, but it's all according to the plan. Yeah, alright. 1 more room, and then we have a charged Void. Which I guess I might as well go there. Birthright's really good, but Dreamcatcher's also really good, and I don't have the money for either of them, and that makes me a little sad for sure. But let's see if we can survive this boss. It is Min Min, which I'm always a little worried about, and then usually it ends up going okay, but there's just a lot going on during this fight. There's just a lot of tears flying really close to you all the time, and it's a scary time in general. At least the flies are dying in 2 hits, which is wonderful. I just turned invisible, which is hopefully helping out at least a little bit. And then you have stuff like this, which doesn't... Well, with this pattern, it doesn't really matter too much, I suppose, but... It can still be a little spooky. That Faded Polaroid is doing a lot of work for me right now. Okay. Mr. Dolly. Is some more tier 8. It is also a black heart this time around, which I don't mind. Alright, that's alright. I don't hate that. The Void is actually, I guess, pretty damn good on this character just because if you run out of item space, you can just eat the remaining items. So actually, I don't hate that choice at all. Hoping for some bombs here. Well, that's... I guess that's fine. It's kind of a shame we didn't destroy those flames because they technically all could contain a soul heart, but yeah, there's just no way to do it, unfortunately. 0 bombs to be found in this run. So fair enough. We're just gonna take care of these enemies from a distance, not worry about life too much. Get that little bit of extra dross practice, or downpour. And... So, the tricky thing is that I can't see what item the one on the right is. I wouldn't mind my little unicorn. But I'm gonna just take this, because I could just get rid of it later if it ends up being terrible. And it's euthanasia, which is fun, so all in all, can't really complain. 48-hour energy, very nice. Okay, that is actually pretty damn good. There is a black heart waiting for me, and an eternal heart. I'm a little tempted by playing around with the thing. The whatchamacallit. I have certainly remembered what I was talking about. Sacrifice room, but simultaneously after getting that extra heart I probably won. Also against Min Min I don't particularly want to try. I just don't feel very comfortable trying to do that, so I think I'm just going to leave that alone. I could pick up a couple items here with the keys that are laying around all over the place, but I would have to do a room on the next floor as the Lost, which I guess is not too bad because I'm probably just not going to go to the cave. Well, I can't go to the caves because I don't have bombs. So I guess I'll just take these keys, I'll take the key waiting for me up ahead, and then just leave with Birthright, preferably, I think. Again, also just completely forgot to, like, skip rooms or floors or whatever. Item rooms, I mean. Which could have been a useful thing to remember, but yeah, completely forgot about it. So, hopefully we don't need planetariums this run. Ultimately, my planetarium chance being 1% is effectively the same as it being... a million, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but still, it's a worrying situation. We have survived one room as the Lost, so that is good. We are back to normal. We're shooting those euthanasia tiers. Our build is actually pretty damn good. We haven't even come close to the item limit either, especially with that birthright, but we're only at 6 items. But the spun transformation is just giving a lot of extra damage as well. Euthanasia is just really nice. Not sure if it is a luck-dependent item or not, and if it is, I would probably want to have as much luck as possible because those tiers just deal so much damage to bosses and pretty much insta-kill most regular enemies, so that's obviously rather nice. Don't really feel like re-rolling my build. I've done that recently enough that I don't particularly need to re-experience that life again, I think, so just gonna leave that one alone. But look at that singular euthanasia tier, taking out one enemy and then the explosion from the tiers afterwards, just dealing a bunch of damage. I guess I can just take this. Yeah, it's not much of anything, unfortunately. Well, you know, still nice that we kept that pill for so long and then I found pills. But since we had so many red heart containers, I figured I might as well just take it, but yeah. It wasn't really that scary at the end of the day, I suppose. But there are those pills, like if you have a bad health situation and you suddenly get that to happen, I'll just take it. Ankh would be awkward. I don't particularly want to die and then turn into the blue baby. So I'm not loving that very much. Not very great. But other than that, that's fine, I suppose. We haven't placed a trinket in our boss room, so if we want that inner child, assuming that I have actually unlocked it, which I think I have, then yeah, we're just not going to get that, but that's fine. That is entirely okay. 67% devil deal chance means I think we're just gonna go find one bomb anywhere in this run and try and blow up a shopkeeper or something like that. I don't know if my secret room, it's not over here. Probably not next to the curse room then, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, definitely not next to the curse room. Still a little tempted to go in there though, even though it's gonna cost a little bit of health, it could be nice. If there's a dead cat on you, I might just use the void to eat that, because I don't want to bother. Or you could just drop one key, I suppose, and call it a day, but I don't particularly appreciate it, if I'm being completely truthful. But fair enough. Shop. I wouldn't mind just buying a couple items just to eventually get rid of Ankh, because I don't want to turn into the blue baby and just get 0 progress because I accidentally died. I'd rather just have the run die than turn into blue baby and try and finish the beast for a second time. At least with a death we'd get progress towards whatever unlocks require me to die a certain amount of time. So I'd rather have that for sure. Alright, 0 bombs again. Very good, very cool. Especially what you want to see here. Can't afford anything here. I'm not really sure what I expected. I guess if there was a bomb for sale, that would have been cool, but not even that. Technically, there could be bombs in my curse room, I suppose. Let's just check it out. The Pact. I mean, that could have been like Cursed Eye or something terrible, but it ended up being pretty good. I guess I should have been a little bit more careful with that, but again, if I get Cursed Eye, then I could probably get rid of it before the end of the run, and that's not too bad. So I'm not overly concerned at all. Peep. I mean, our build at this stage is just dealing so much damage and tear rate and everything that I'm honestly not too concerned about Peep, but that's how he gets you. So hopefully he's gonna be kind to me today. Hopefully my hands kind of work, but I think they mostly seem to be working today, so I can appreciate that. I guess a devil deal wouldn't be too terrible because I can't actually tell what anything is anyway. I mean, when it's one item though, I guess I'll take a Shade. Shade's been popping up a lot for me today, and I'm not really sure why, but well, we have a lot of items that I could use the void on at least, so we got that to look forward to. One more item room in a shop maybe, and then maybe we'll be able to finally get something done. We're getting cursed every single floor, which is exciting. I guess I could have just also left some items, just because I don't particularly need to pick up everything that I see. Because we're just gonna go back again from the next floor onwards, so I guess there were many choices that could have been made. I finally got a bomb again for the first time in since Basement 1, I think, right? Something like that. Maybe I got another bomb somewhere, but just use it immediately on the same floor or something like that. But definitely a bomb-deficient run this time around, and that does happen. It's a good thing we're not going for Mega Satan or anything like that, because that would have been miserable, just to not get any bombs anywhere. Instead, a Beast run, which I don't think we've really frequently done as a Tainted character before, so, you know, it's a little bit different. I think when we go on the Ascent, there's not going to be any voices because we're a Tainted character. I did not anticipate Curse of the Maze there, so that was exciting. Could probably get that sack with a little bit of effort, but how much do I really want one sack? I'm thinking a decent amount because it could contain a bomb. So I guess I would probably bother. There's Gree with his stinky face, and at least drop an item? No. Not even that. I could destroy a Shopkeeper, I suppose, since this one does have coins for eyes, but there goes my one and only bomb again. Didn't even have the decency to drop 5 coins for me either, so what's it all for at the end of the day? Like, this is a thing you can do, and I probably could have just ran in there immediately instead of waiting, but yeah, fine. We did get a bomb for our efforts, so I guess I'm not too disappointed by the whole ordeal. And there is a decent chance that there is a secret room right there. So I might try that out in a second. I'm just gonna see if I can actually acquire these bombs. Never mind. Nothing's real. I would just like to see if I can acquire these bombs with 1 bomb. And unfortunately, the answer to that is no. So that's a little sad for sure. God, I don't want to get rid of this trinket. It's actually pretty good from time to time. Having enemies suddenly be confused is wonderful. But it is what it is. That's actually... I'm just gonna leave that for now because... that might be a couple of item charges, which I wouldn't mind. Have I found my item room? I have not. But we can use the challenge room to recharge our item. I think I'm just going to go to the boss room immediately after this. In case I want to eat whatever item drops here. We got 2 bombs now, so we could go into our curse room, assuming that the Oops. Assuming that the secret room is indeed next to the curse room. Which I'm hoping it is. That singular rock is always a troublesome one. No difference there. Mom's coin purse or dinner. I'm not really too interested in either, so let's just eat that. We do have a game kit in there, which I definitely forgot about, but that might be worth remembering when we are fighting the beast, I suppose. Okay, this is a room. Euthanasia pretty much saved me there because I was not moving. But it ended up working out. It ended up working out pretty well. So, there we go. That is another greed, so at least that's every greed we're going to see in this run, so that's nice. And hopefully that means our next shop's going to be amazing. 25 coins or rock bottom. That's a choice right there. I think I'm just going to go with rock bottom. It's been showing up a decent amount lately as well, and I don't mind that. It does simplify life by a rather large amount. Shot speed down, and one makes you small. Very exciting pill pool so far. That double active card can actually be just another use of game kit as well, and that might end up being really useful. We do have a decent amount of red heart containers. I should have maybe gone for lunch, I guess. Just for the sake of getting a little bit more health, but... because then you can heal up a bit during the beast fight with the game kit after all. Bozo. Or... they're both not bad. Oh, actually, with rock bottom especially, this one's not bad. Because one thing I can just do is shoot in one direction for a while, and it's going to just keep my highest tier rate pretty much forever. At least provided I keep rock bottom. So, yeah, my tier rate's just 10 now. And I don't need to worry about that anymore. I can actually just get rid of the item from this point on, provided I keep rock bottom. I'm not sure what happens if I get rid of rock bottom, actually. I've never tried. Who even has that idea? But yeah, this made the build a lot better. Because, specifically because of rock bottom, but still, it did make the build a lot better. I don't mind that. It is going to be tricky to actually raise my tier rate from this point on, but quite frankly, having a tier rate of 10 is fairly irregular anyway, so yeah, it's fine. I'm going to just do the challenge room anyway because it is 2 golden chests. Is there anything I particularly want to get rid of? Not sure. Because that's really the main thing I can think of for taking one of these items. I'm probably not going to get Lord of the Flies because we're nowhere close. I guess this might effectively be useless now. Oh yeah, right, Ankh. Forgot about Ankh. I forgot that was an item in the video game. I'll take the extra health. And then maybe a trinket. That's a shame. It's a fun trinket, but we're just gonna not do that. That is another bit of luck and shot speed, so that's nice. And with that, we will go on to the next floor. We will be able to open up this door immediately, and I definitely want to do that before fighting the boss. I think it makes the fun sound. Yeah, there you go. That's good stuff right there. But I'd still like to get the negative, I suppose, just because of that extra damage you do get for it. And I believe it doesn't take up space in your Tainted Isaac shenaniganry either, so all in all, it's a pretty damn good thing to get. And perhaps we can get an extra item as well, which would obviously be quite nice. I mean, I could just get it on the way back, I suppose, but... Ooh, that's a room. You thought we were done with Ultra Greed, or Super Greed, or whatever greed this is? No. Suddenly there's 2 more, with just a bunch of random soul hearts all over the place. Why not? Why not indeed? Finally have some bombs to play with, so I can at least blow up a shopkeeper as well. Good stuff all around. One nice thing about really, really high tier rate as well is that euphoria or the euthanasia is gonna happen a lot more frequently as well, just due to the sheer amount of extra attempts you get. So that's pretty nice. I think a tears down pill is effectively gonna do nothing to me either right now, just because it probably won't know what to do with it, but I'm not 100% sure how that would work. I just haven't had rock bottom that much. It's an interesting item for sure and very capable of doing its job. Batwing. I mean, I don't have a trinket right now, so I might as well, I guess. Should probably find a full card before accidentally ruining the run, though. That would probably be a good idea. I mean, ultimately, I still have to do many things as this character, and this build can do all of them. quite frankly, the way it is. Already lost boss rush, but we have done that specifically as this character before. It's sometimes weird to look back on what kind of progress you've done with specific characters, but yeah, fair enough. Nope. Lazarus Rags or Parasite Tears. I mean, that health item isn't going to do anything for us anymore. So I'm just going to leave that there. Might as well just eat that for a little bit of extra damage and speed. I was going to say boots, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. Humbling Bundle. I mean, my shot speed's not going to go down if I get rid of this either, so I guess I might as well. And that too, let's just eat that. A little bit more damage again, very nice. Not sure if I've seen the skull with an X on it yet, but I definitely haven't noticed it. It could be here easily enough. High Priestess card waiting for me there as well, which could be useful during a fight. Oops. Preferably don't walk into the flames, I suppose, but you know, you live and learn. Yeah, I guess tears down or shot speed down or whatever, that probably won't even affect us with rock bottom just because that's the whole point of the item. It would be odd if it did suddenly affect it, I suppose. Alright, definitely missed where that skull is, so that's cool. Where is my Fool card? It's somewhere on this floor. I haven't spotted it yet. It could be over here and that I just can't quite see it because of its location. Not impossible. I don't think it ever shows up in a secret room, but I'm tempted to look. I could buy that card. Judgment. No. That's not... Well, I guess I could just give him a bunch of hearts and see what happens. If I give him 6 hearts, that would be kind of neat. Adrenaline. Ooh, Adrenaline actually being kind of useful at rock bottom as well, because it's going to raise our damage a little bit. So I don't even hate just going to 0 red hearts here to maximize my damage. Effectively forever. Hanged Man. I might need that to actually pick up that red heart thinking about it. No, it's right there. But where is my Fool card? Or did I just not look prop? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. I just didn't see it. Alright. No worries. Let's go defeat boss. Not the worst boss either, which I don't mind. We're doing some decent damage here. Rock bottom is such a ridiculous item. That extra adrenaline damage. I mean, I think if I take this, it's not really going to do much of anything. Just because technically I don't have the added damage of adrenaline right now, and therefore it's not really doing anything. Spirit of the Night is nice because flight, but simultaneously I should have picked up those red hearts. Do I want to spend... I don't think I even want any of this. Yeah. Okay, thankfully the door didn't close, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this one some hearts. And we're just gonna hope that this is gonna work out at the end of the day. That's Berserk or Gimpy. Ugh. Also, my Void isn't fully charged, so that's a bit unfortunate. So my tier rate's probably not gonna change anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that, I guess. Yeah. Alright, that's nice, that's good. With what we currently have, I could lower my red hearts once again. I'm gonna take whatever's in here. Didn't mean to open up that other lock, but you know what? Maybe I did. Maybe I did intend to do that. And I'm lying to you. Consider the possibilities. I'm gonna maximize my damage here. HP down, but luck up. Not immediately terrible, but I'm getting a little worried. I don't think I want either of these, really. Yeah. Yeah, I was not really that interested. I'll take this. Just because I could use the Void to heal up again. Have a little bit less health now because of that. whole situation, but fair enough. We have the negative now. I do need to take one more hit of red heart damage, I think, before I actually get what I want. But fair enough. This'll do. Let's just go. We're going in the right direction. Could drop the Batwing, I guess, at some point just to get a red key and then just call it a day. Not overcomplicate things too much. I'm just gonna do that. I'm actually just gonna use this card. Hopefully heal up a bit. I was definitely hoping to... Oh, I've healed up fully. I don't know what I was looking at. For some reason I thought I wasn't healing that much, but then suddenly I realized I was actually at full health. So maybe the healing was okay in the end. I think I'm just going to be happy with the damage I currently have. Because quite frankly it's fairly ridiculous. And not worry about life too much. I haven't seen many tinted rocks, and I wouldn't mind just filling up my health a little bit more. Red health I'm not too worried about, just because we can sleep in that bed and just get all our health back. If we find like a Temperance machine though, I'm tempted to play it just because of Gimpy now as well. Which would obviously be quite nice. This room is great if you have movement speed, which we do. We don't have a lot of bombs to play with right now either, but I think that's fine. I don't see a tinted rock, but I'm playing this when it's fairly loud outside, fairly light, and as such I can't really see much of anything. But we did get a lot of bombs there, so that's good. Okay, that's pretty something I'm just gonna keep. I don't even care what the other item is. Also, the torn photo is probably never gonna do anything for me again, so we're just gonna eat that for a little bit of a speed up there. So that's nice. Good stuff. Very good. But I doubt that we were gonna get anything better than wafer from that other item, even though it is probably technically possible. I didn't want to bother. Didn't even want to think about it. just decided to go for it instead. Alright, so blanket's fun because it at least gives me some health. Car battery would make my thing last for a really long time. The active item that's currently in my void, Game Kid. Blanket could be alright, I suppose. Instead of Shade, seems like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need Shade of all items. So I think instead what we're gonna do is get rid of Panic here. Since Panic, on the other hand, is probably never gonna do anything again. And let's just eat that. 3 luck. Luck up is actually really good right now. It's because of those spiders that we're spawning as well. I'm guessing that's luck dependent, probably. It's probably not bad to have luck. It's really the main thing, I suppose. Really, the only stat down that would be bad from this experimental pill would be Tears Down, I think. So I might just end up using it later. Not Tears Down. Health Down. That's the one that would be bad. And only barely as well. Like, it wouldn't even matter that much. It would just be a little tedious. God, look at that. The power of Rock Bottom. Destroyer of Worlds. Very nice. Don't accidentally... Oh, I'm gonna just... change my mind. Decided to go for this. I'm gonna use this. Speed up, Tears Down. That was pretty much as good as you're gonna get, I suppose. Also, there is voices here. I thought they wouldn't be here as the Tainted characters, because I've kind of this vague memory of them not showing up as a Tainted character, but... I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering or something like that. It would not be the first time. Let's just move on. Don't need to particularly worry about accidentally using the crack key, at least, just because, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't need to unlock a Tainted Isaac at the end of the day, so we do have that going for us. I don't think I skipped an item room, so I guess we don't have to worry about that either. But we might be able to use the Void to eat an item just before the final battle, if that is worthwhile. Like the fight against Dogma will have an item in the mom chest, and maybe that'll be worth eating. Honestly, no idea. I guess I'll check out the item rooms just in case. That's nice of Gimpy there. Just in case that we had to leave an item in there after taking another one, but I don't think that actually occurred. It definitely didn't happen in the earlier floors, like anything before the depths, really. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go. Run to the top. No worries, only fun times. Because we just didn't have enough like because of Birthright especially, we just didn't have enough items for that. We're probably not gonna see an angel, but it would be kind of fun if we did. Spiders just killing things in the background, which is good times. Might be the right direction to go up here. Honestly, not 100% sure. I never know how to read these maps. They're always a little unusual for sure, but you just need to end up in a room that's just regular room size, and that'll be where the portal going upwards is. Can I bomb this? Yeah. I don't want to worry about that stuff. I just want to go. I have 8 bombs now. That's like a luxury compared to the first half of this run. I'm just gonna shoot somewhere in this direction. It'll probably hit some enemies at some point, I would imagine. There we go. One of them's already dead. The other one's somewhere in that direction. Come on. There you go. That's how you play professionally. You just shoot kind of in a direction. But like a real lot like, and then before you know it, victory is yours. That's how you can guarantee those wins, you see. Those are the strategies that you need to learn. I should take that, I think. I think that's technically better than what I have, just because it occasionally creates a follower, and it's always confusing me why it doesn't give me conjoin, so that's always a little bit of extra fun as well. There's a lot of talking going on in the background. I'm ignoring it entirely, but I'm hoping that it's just gonna make me more powerful at the end. Let's just maybe get a soul heart. 4 flames. Not terrible chances to get a soul heart from that, but fair enough. Downpour. I thought this was Dross when I was going down. I'm fairly sure it was, actually. Why isn't this Dross? I was kind of curious if that would change the enemies, but maybe that's just how the ascent works or something like that, that you just don't get the alternative floors or something like that. Although this does feel like Drossy. It's poopy, at least. And that's Drossy enough for me. I don't know. Who's to say how this game works? I certainly just have a vague approximation, and that usually gets me where I need to be. Including today. What is that? Oh god. I don't remember you. I've rarely seen you for sure, if ever. There are some of those enemies, I suppose, that just kind of show up and surprise you at the end of the day. I know the sack's there, I'm ignoring it. But that is also kind of the fun to go for a beast with like more unorthodox floors, I suppose. So that is neat indeed. Burnt Penny could get maybe some more bombs. I think we're almost there, right? Yeah, basement 1. Very nice.
Where are you going? Wait! We need you! Your son needs you!
From this point on, I'm not overly concerned anymore, I suppose. It's just a lot of shooting. No, we're already done. How nice.
Please don't leave us!
I'm sorry, Isaac.
How fitting. How that lined up timing-wise. I can't sleep in a bed because I'm not missing any red health. But we already have the blanket unlocked, so I don't think it matters anymore. But we can at least go in here. Get that inner child. Or Zappy. Ooh. I do like Zappy. We're probably not going to use inner child, let's be real. Yeah, so I guess I can just eat that for some extra range. Mom's razor instead of... Yeah, doesn't really matter. Anything that's stat up I guess I can just get rid of, so let's just do that. Rock bottom's so nice. Just getting rid of growth hormones just because it's worse than Mom's razor. It's preposterous is what it is, and I appreciate it. Ooh, the spiders and flies ended up dealing a pretty substantial amount of damage at the start there, which is good. My damage, on the other hand, not being as exciting as I'd originally hoped, but it's slowly but surely getting the job done. Hoping to just spawn a bunch more spiders and flies, I suppose, with those occasional tears. So far, not the most difficult. Oh my god, look at the damage. Yeah, I'm not actually that concerned anymore, I suppose. There we go. Dodge the feathers. Kind of awkward angles here, but overall not too terrible. Please just do an attack where you stand still for a bit, because I'm pretty sure that just kills you. Yeah. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work indeed. Probably could have done some zaps there, but I didn't do any zaps. I didn't feel the need to do zaps. All the spiders are going down. But hopefully some of them may hit the beast in the end, I suppose. Oh. Always impressive how they end up on the other side of the screen suddenly. When you least expect it. Oh boy. I mean, we have Wafer. I'm not overly concerned about this fight in general, if I'm honest. It's because we have so much health right now. Wafer just makes you so strong. And then there's Rockbot. Then there's the rest of the build, which is even more ridiculous than just a Wafer. So truthfully, I can't really complain about how things are going right now. All in all, I think this is... Oh yeah, the Zappy! That'll actually just destroy those flies that are with him as well, so... Pretty nice, pretty good. My range is high enough that I can stand just about anywhere, which is wonderful. Yeah, that zap just destroyed everything. Very nice. There you go. Also, it was pointed out the other day that Death apparently, like, has its own little animation in the background. I mean, all the other ones do kind of have their own thing going on, at least a little bit, but Death is definitely very distinct, and I think that's pretty neat. It's a neat little detail for sure. Might be impossible to see Death if your monitor doesn't allow it though, because I have noticed that I can pretty much not see the background of this area on one of my monitors. Like one of them I think is just too saturated and therefore it doesn't end up showing it very well, but look at Death right there. SMHing his head. Very nice. I wonder if these scythes are going to do anything with the zappies, but yeah, they do survive for a little bit there, I suppose. Not like overly scary, but they're still trying their best. They're still trying their hardest, for sure. Yeah, get him, Gemini. I'm standing too close, but it's a very effective strategy at the end of the day. If all else goes like super wrong, I could use the Void for one more Game Kid usage. Could be good, technically. But I think I'm just gonna hang out over here. Just shoot a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to get the zaps in, but it's surprisingly difficult. Like, I have to be so close, and then when this attack happens, you don't want to be that close, because then the death happens. But judging from how many quite destructive tears we're shooting at the beast here, I think we're gonna be okay. Even without the zippy zaps. Somehow. I'm feeling hopeful at least. I hope everyone else is as well. Oh, we got the zippy zaps back. Never mind, it's an instant victory. No one is that strong, you know. But provided I don't just run into the boss and die, I suppose. But it's, oh god, I have to be so close for the zapping to happen. And it's just very awkward, because it's really the best way. I got so many Geminis. How did that happen? I guess I did take a fair amount of damage, but I didn't think they'd multiply. It's been a whole adventure this run, it really has been. But we unlocked the glitch crown, and that item can be amazing if you know how to deal with it. Also, the post-it in the bottom left has bugged out a little bit, so that's there. Just pulsating. I think it's caused by a mod, but I'm not sure which one or why, so that's just the thing that happens sometimes. Either way. That is some more Tainted Isaac progress, and an unlock that might hopefully help out some of the more difficult characters as well, so hoping that's going to work out. Either way, hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll do another run with a different character, and I hope to see y'all there. Bye bye.